So Steam Nextfest was good, like really good. We had a lot of new people join the Discord server and share their experiences with the demo, and that was just a lot of fun. We also had some insane leaderboard scores. Like, I knew the speedrun category would be a good idea, and I'm really glad I added it because some of these times are just insane. But now that that's out of the way, well, what's next for the game? Well, I definitely got some feedback about the characters, so I spent the last week or so dedicating full updates to them. The first one I wanted to completely overhaul was Clanker. He was still using the same abilities from like a million updates ago, and these abilities are just reused from other characters. I mean, the only thing he had going for him was the punch dash thing, and that's basically been changed entirely. It's now similar to like the loader punch from Risk of Rain 2. You can hold it to charge up a big punch, and this will send you flying, damaging any enemies you go through. It sort of scales with speed, but I did have to tone it down a bit to avoid you flying across the map with a single energy drink. But I really do enjoy this charge. I like the fact that he's now one of the only characters with insane verticality. I mean, Alucard has it, sort of. He can blink in any direction, but nobody just has the same speed that Clanker does now. Oh yeah, did I mention that I reworked the entire item system? The way it worked before was it would manually calculate each and every stat. So if I wanted to add a new stat, I would have to redo the calculation for it. And this honestly got really annoying. I also just couldn't do a lot with the system. Let's say, for instance, I want an item to give bonus speed when you kill an enemy for like, say 8 seconds. Well, that just doesn't work. You can't do that. That's not possible with the current system because there is only one variable that exists for a certain stat. So I ended up overhauling it completely, and now it just works. Like, I honestly thought this would take like weeks or something to do. No, it took 5 hours. That was it. There's no items in the game that like fully test its potential, but all the rage type abilities use it now. Instead of hardcoding it to change the player's stats like I did before, and it can get really buggy if you do it that way, it's just a buff now. You get a buff for 10 seconds and that adds the particles and the stat boost. All I have to do is the game just tells the player deal 3 times damage and it just does. It's really cool. This also means I can do stuff like this. Instead of counting up what percentage boosts you might have from items in your head, it just like shows you now. Okay, so back to character changes, kind of got off track a little bit there. The rogue got a big overhaul, like completely, like the whole character is just different. The dash was lame, the daggers were shit, the whole character was just shit. And this was a question I got a lot. How to make the rogue good? Well, the answer is you can't. There is not a possible way to make this character fun in any way. Until now, obviously, because I changed it. I changed the whole thing. The rogue basically got a remake. Like, Clanker got a pretty big update with a few of his abilities, but the rogue is just different completely. First things first, the dagger. Dagger, unfixable. The idea behind it is you can manually look at the enemy you want to hit, and the dagger goes to that enemy. What's the problem? It doesn't fit the game. The whole point is that you don't have to aim, and then there's this weapon that doesn't deal much damage, and you have to aim at enemies. That's pretty shit. So what's the solution? How do I fix the dagger? I don't. Lose it. And instead just use this fancy bow. Now the bow was a weapon I wanted to add for a very long time because I just wanted a bow in the game, but I just didn't know how I would make it differ from other projectile weapons. It would just end up working the exact same as like the water bolt or something like that. And that's when I remembered the shotgun. Now the shotgun shoots a lot of projectiles at once, but it can only aim at one enemy at a time. So what if instead the bow is similar to the shotgun, where it shoots all of its bullets at once, but each individual bullet can aim for different enemies, and boom, that's how the bow was born. So cool, the rogue has a less shitty weapon, but what about her abilities? Well, the rogue gets extra credits gained per level, which is fine, I guess. I mean, it doesn't scale as well as something like damage reduction or health regen, but extra credits is fine. The rogue also has a double jump and extra speed, and then this shitty roll ability. Okay, so definitely not the best abilities in the world. Oh, and because all of these are passives, that means there is technically only one usable ability for the rogue. So I thought instead of having the passives that increase credit amounts, just have a similar ability to the rage, but it triples the credit gained instead. And it's already way better. Basically, you get gold on demand. Then the shitty roll ability, it just sucks. It's shit. When a player first uses it, it barely moves you. The trick is to jump with it and use it to chain together quick jumps to build up speed. But unless you know about the bee hopping mechanic, it's basically useless. And it is slower than walking. Since this is an early character, I wanted to make it a bit more easy to understand. You shouldn't have to know about the bee hopping mechanics or anything like that. You should just be able to play the character and use it. So when you press the dash button, you teleport in the direction you're moving. It's similar to the vampire blink, except it's not based on where you're looking, it's like which direction you're moving. This is also where multiple charges comes in, and I spent a while setting up a charge system for abilities, meaning you can have reserve charges. So the blink has 3 charges, letting you charge it up for longer and perform a short burst. It's pretty fun, and honestly makes me want to go through and add some extra charges to other characters' abilities. It also gave me an idea for an item that increases the charges on certain abilities. Like, I'm not sure how it'd pick which abilities, because some of them are completely overpowered. Like, if you had 2 rages, you could triple your damage twice. And the last thing was some kind of attack. I wanted a knife storm, which would basically be a bunch of knives raining down on wherever you wanted. But that just felt clunky. You know, there was a chance that all the knives could come down and miss every single enemy, so I just went with this. You press the attack key, you go up in the air, this big circle appears, aim at the enemies you want to kill, and then it kills them. It does multiple slashes as well, so if any enemies wander in during it, it will kill them as well. This is probably one of the most unique abilities out of the bunch, and it really just is one of my favourites. Revamping these 2 characters with new abilities has actually just made me want to go through and upgrade a lot of the other characters. The one I've had my eye on for a little while is the Skeleton character. Like, he's okay to play as, but I feel like his abilities are a little bit underwhelming, so he's definitely going to be up next for being changed. Anyway, that is all for today. Go play the demo, wishlist, since Steam really likes it when people do that. And yeah, go wishlist, play the demo. Bye.